Hello and welcome back to Path of Radiance 0% Growths. We are about to do Chapter 25, Strange Lands. The second chapter in the game with Strange Land in the title, because there's Chapter 12, Strange Land, and this one is Strange Lands, which apparently one of them was like a mistranslation or some kind of goof up. They're not supposed to have such similar names. Anyway, last time the MVP was Tanith. Shocker. I don't think there's an MVP list anywhere in the game. I know in Radiant Dawn you can look at the records, and I know that there's like a chapter roll at the end of this game, but I don't think it shows the MVPs. It'd be interesting to see how many MVPs Tanith ends up getting. I guess I could just go back through my footage, but anyway, okay, so as usual, I will be right back. Okay, so we actually have a decent amount to talk about this time because we are joined for this chapter by two new units, Largo and Joffrey. So Largo is a bit of an interesting case. So he is, I mean, if you look at his like strength, skill, speed, and HP, he looks pretty great. Like that, it compares favorably with pretty much anybody that we've got access to. The big problem is he's got 10 defense and 3 resistance. He's like kind of shockingly fragile. And he also actually isn't very good at hitting things, despite like 21 skill doesn't seem bad, but for whatever reason. I mean, I've obviously given him some forged steel axes to use for this chapter, which helps his hit rate. But his hit rate in this chapter is not great. Although I guess in part that's because of the terrain in the chapter, which I guess I'll get to when we get there. But the point is, yeah, he can be pretty unreliable in a number of respects. One of them is his hit rates, another is his defense. I mean, he actually does have pretty good avoid, so he can do some amount of dodge tanking, but of course dodge tanking isn't very reliable. And yeah, in general, he can be a tough unit to use in a normal playthrough. In this playthrough, I am super glad to have him. Like, I desperately need his damage output in this chapter. Getting units who actually deal like decent amounts of damage in this chapter is pretty rough. So I'm very glad to have him. And then we've got Joffrey. So Joffrey has not quite as good offensive stats, but obviously has much better defense and resistance. Overall, definitely a better unit. I mean, he's a paladin, you know what that means, Canto, and more movement and all that good stuff. He's also got Paragon, which in a normal playthrough is pretty cool. In this playthrough, not so relevant. Unfortunately, he has lances and bows. Not really the weapon distribution you would like, although it does allow him to use the Brave Bow. I want to say you can use it at base. Maybe you have to give him a... No, he can't. Okay, yeah, you have to give him a whatchamacallit, arm scroll. Do that, that's fine. But we're not going to be doing that this chapter. I'll get into that in a second, but yeah, I mean, overall, he's definitely a good unit, but he's not going to be deployed for this chapter because of the weird terrain in this chapter. So, yeah, I mean, if I had to, if you want to compare him to other units right now, like he's a little bit faster than Har. He's actually got more defense, but he does have less strength. He's, yeah, as I said, he's got a little bit less firepower than Largo. Oh, I guess one reason I should mention, like, Largo can have trouble with hit rates as well is because he's being axe-locked, he can't, like, switch weapon types, which can be relevant. But yeah, I guess actually, looking at this, Joffrey might be most comparable to Ranulf, like Ranulf with the Demi-Band on, like same speed. He's gonna have like a little bit more attack using like a silver lance, but maybe actually, how much does the silver lance do? 15. Yeah, okay, so he'd have a little bit more attack. So, just to give you an idea. Anyway, alright. Oh, and I guess the only other thing to mention is I forged another silver sword because we keep needing to fight axe-wielding enemies, and Tanith keeps being the most important combat unit. Despite the fact that she doesn't, like, have the most strength, obviously, like, compared to some of the other units we've been getting. She does have tremendous speed, and she's a flyer, and so, that's particularly relevant in this chapter. Anyway, let's get out of here and talk about this chapter. Chapter 25, it's a route map. I believe it's the last route map in the game, which is nice, because route maps can be kind of annoying. This one's not too bad. Like, the reinforcements, there are reinforcements, but they don't really affect the amount of time that it takes to complete the chapter, by virtue of, like, showing up in a corner or anything like that. They do in the sense, maybe in the sense that, like, some of them are kind of threatening, but that's, but I mean, it functionally isn't too different from them being on the map to start with. But what is annoying about this chapter, from a route perspective, is it means you have to get all the way to the top and clear out all these enemies up here. And the problem with that is you've got all of these, like, cliff tiles in the middle, so you have to take these winding paths with everybody but your flyers. And the paths, this trail terrain, this is the only map in the entire game that has this terrain, halves the movement of mounted units, which is why I'm not deploying Joffrey or Kieran, or I don't know that I would deploy Kieran anyway, to be honest, at this point, but it's why I'm not deploying Joffrey for sure, because he'd only have 4 movement. And what's even worse in some ways, like, it's just a decision I don't understand at all, is that it actually halves the movement of armored units as well. So poor Torineo, like, finally should get his chance to shine on a map like this, because 6 movement isn't as good as 7, but it's almost as good, and he's got really good defense, really good attack. He's not going to be, like, one-rounding things, but he'd be a really nice unit to just, like, send up here and, like, start, marching his way up. No, he's got 3 movement in this chapter. Like, forget that. Oh, IS, why? Why? I didn't even know that, because I'd never considered deploying an armored unit in this chapter before. Like, I'd never had to care. But, yeah, that's the situation. So, in terms of who we are bringing Ike, Rayson, Tanith, Har, Ranulf, Stefan, Morim, Torma, Janaf, Largo, Riss, and Khalil. So, yeah, some of these units are not our best units at this point, but they're kind of the best of what we've got. Janaf, well, I guess it's most debatable in Janaf's case, but he does fly, and he's also, I'm not relying on him for very much in terms of combat. I mostly just need him to keep up with Tanith as much as he can on the right side, which he more or less can do. Other things to talk about with this chapter, there are all these rocks that the AI will push off of these, like, platforms and roll down the hill. So I'm not going to try to go over what all the rock paths are, because it's too complicated without, like, there are maps you can find on the internet. But basically, this one, and this one will all go straight down. So just those entire columns. This one and this one will kind of go down here and then this way. So they basically, like, hew to the left side. This one, let's see. This one and this one will kind of come, like, through here and then go over and down here. And then, like, this one and these two will, like, follow. I mean, this one, obvious. Maybe that's not obvious. All 3 of these will go down here. But then this one will come, like, straight down and go through here before it turns and goes over here. Whereas these 2 and this one will, like, follow the path and then come around and eventually down here. So just to give you, like, a general idea, I'll be trying to avoid them because they do 10 damage regardless of what your defense is, which is pretty annoying. I mean, can add up pretty quickly. Luckily, the AI isn't very smart in how it uses them. In fact, I'm not sure that there's any intelligence behind it at all. Sometimes the AI will roll the rocks when it won't hit anyone. Sometimes it'll roll the rocks when it'll only hit, like, the enemies. But it doesn't seem to be based on turns. Like, sometimes they'll roll rocks on different turns, so I don't really know what the reasoning is behind it. I mean, I do think that being in the path does have some effect on it, but it doesn't, like, always trigger it. There are situations where you can be in the path and they still won't do it, so I don't really know how it works exactly. But yeah, that's the deal with those. Then we've also got this iron ballista here. That's the 15 range ballista, so that's a pretty big problem because it's really hard to get to with, like, all these enemies, like, sitting around this guy in this huge, like, impassable area here, and the boss sitting right in front of it. Speaking of the boss, he is pretty scary. He's got Resolve, which doesn't actually increase his damage output because he's got a magic weapon, but it does increase his speed and his hit and crit rates. The speed is, like, the most relevant thing because you won't be able to double him with, like, anybody if he activates Resolve, except well, I was gonna say except for Khalil, but she wouldn't double him anyway. But she does have Nihil, which is actually relevant. Yeah, he will sometimes. Yeah, this chapter is just, like, super weird. The boss will sometimes just sort of charge down here, even if he can't attack anybody. But sometimes he just won't. I don't really know what the triggering conditions for that are either, but yeah. So there's and then there's also, like, a stone pedestal here and a stone pedestal here, which for the most part don't matter, but we do have some squishy units that care. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in this chapter. Some of it is pretty inscrutable, honestly, but what can you do? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And so our basic strategy here is going to be to have, for the most part, Tanith is just going to solo this side while everybody else goes over to this side. The reason for that is there's a couple of Wyvern reinforcements that show up here that come down and add to the total amount of enemies on this side. Also, the path over here is just shorter, like, for foot units. So sending the flyers over here makes sense. I originally was going to send Har over here as well, but it turns out Tanith doesn't really need the help, and this side definitely needs the help when those Wyverns show up, because it's just really hard for all the foot units to deal with a bunch of Wyverns when the Wyverns can just, like, sort of fly all over the place, and they can't. So that's the reason. So the first thing I want to do is check Largo's damage against these two guys. Okay, 19 against each. And then Khalil. Okay, so Khalil can help him take out this one, so we'll do that. So Khalil right now is standing just to the right of one of the stones. Like, well, this one comes down here, this one comes down here. So we want to, for the most part, stay out of these two columns. So we're gonna have Largo come up and bop this guy. And then we are gonna put Stefan in the path of one of them because we need somebody to be here, and it's gotta be Stefan. Alright. And then we'll give this kill to Har since Stefan did not crit. And Har's just going to come across this way, and mostly this is so that if, like, if one of these guys, or if any of these, basically we want all three of these guys to take damage on enemy phase. So we want spots open in case they don't die, because they might not die depending on who they attack and whether or not the person crits and that sort of thing. Okay, then over here we're gonna get Tanith moving. We're gonna reinforce. And Rayson is going to come up and chant for her. Rayson's basically just going to be Tanith's personal chanter for this chapter for the most part. And then Tanith is going to come up and probably not quite one round this guy. Yeah. Every once in a while... Well, actually, like, the first, like, several times I tried the chapter, she could one round this guy, and then, like, she stopped being able to. I should turn on this guy's range so we can see that. The boss's range is completely inside that, so we don't need that on. Raisin is just out of range of this guy and this guy. We also want to keep Janoph out of that guy's range, but we are going to have Janoph come up here. The warrior's just going to run away anyway, but... let's see, and Stefan did not take damage, so we don't need to worry about that. So we just move Tormod up behind Janoph. And then we're just going to move Ranulf up. I could smite him past Stefan and Largo, but he's actually worse at killing these enemies on enemy phase than they are, so that's why I'm not doing that. And then just get Riss moving up here. And then need to make sure that I don't put anybody in this guy's range. So Morim is going to come over here. And the reason that we're just in a line like this is because we're trying to get in between this stone and this stone, so you don't take that extra damage. I mean, this guy will throw the stone from here at us, but that would happen anyway, so... anyway, and then we're going to direct the Holy Guard to just come to here. I don't want them getting shot at by the Ballista because they take a lot of damage, and I actually do want them to survive. And I want them to be out of this column and this column, and so putting them in this column is basically as far forward as I can get them. I also don't want them aggroing this tiger. I want the tiger over here, or sorry, cat, rather. I want the cat over here, because my units will do more damage than the weaker Holy Guard. Now, the Holy Guard on the right there did actually get into range of the stone, but for whatever reason, the AI will not push the stone, or at least hasn't before. So I believe the way that the stone throwers work, the stone throwers, not the boulders, the rolled boulders, is that they have 20 damage, or they do 20 damage. And then if you get hit by the splash, you get hit for half damage. And I think they might also have like a minimum damage total of 1. So I'm pretty sure they do damage to people with more than 20 defense. Or 20 or more defense. And it's going to double? Yes, cool. Alright, so here comes boulder number 1. It's an enemy. The end. Why did he push it? Who knows? Boulder number 2. It's an enemy. The end. Yeah. Alright, yeah, this one's the one that's going to hit Stefan. But it only hits one person, so that's not too bad. Oh, I didn't mention, I do have a new Laguz Guard. Lucia, or Lucia, or Lucia, or however it's pronounced, shows up with one in the previous chapter. So the 2 Laguz Guards are on Stefan and Largo right now. Nice, let's go, Stefan. Tannis should one round the cat. Yep. Tanith, of course, does have the full guard, so that guy wouldn't kill even if he hit. Alrighty. So now we want to move Tormod as far up as possible, heal Tanith. So we're going to... Let's see. Can we... Yeah, we don't need to use our more expensive forge here. We can just finish this guy off this way. That's cool. Heal up Tanith. Oh, also, let's do this every time. And then I also want to put on this guy's range, because Rayson does take a lot of damage from that. We don't really want him to have to take a direct hit, so we're going to keep him out of range by putting him here. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But also, we don't need Rayson to like be any further forward. All right, so I want to check now. See. Okay, we're not wanting rounding with that. This, it's fine. And then we'll set Tanith up to be able to enemy phase these two. And stay out of range of this, not so much because she needs to, but because she can, and it's safer. And then she can take this guy out next turn. This guy is just not threatening enough for us to care. What we are going to do, though, with respect to him, is we're going to put Janoph here, and then this guy will attack Janoph, and Janoph will get healed by Rayson, so we don't have to heal that damage up otherwise. Okay, so over here, things went quite well on this enemy phase. So that's nice. Well, one thing I know I'm going to do is... So, this guy may or may not push this rock. I don't really know why he does or doesn't, to be honest. But if he doesn't... Or sorry, if he does... Then this guy will come down and attack Har if I put Har here. And Har can enemy phase him. Well, he won't one-round him, but get a lot of damage on him. So we're going to put Har here with a ranged weapon, and we might as well do that while we're at it. Then, let's see. So we still got this rock coming down here. These two rocks... We don't need to worry about until we're like in these columns or we're around this corner. And Khalil cannot quite finish that guy off. We want to do this. Renulf, we're probably just going to run past here, so ideally... Alright, I think what we're going to do then is... have Khalil... hit this guy... set up the kill for... probably Largo... So that's... That's unlikely to hit anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and have... Sure, not stepping into range of that thing. We have to be a little careful with Wrist here. If Wrist takes a direct hit from the Stone Thrower, he'll die. But the AI will not go for kills that way. It'll just go for, like, hitting the most targets. So long as we don't put him in a position where he, like, is in the center of a group, should be fine. And if he gets hit by the splash damage, that doesn't matter. So we want to put Renulf here. And then we'll put... Let's see, let's count out where we want the Holy Guard to go. I mean, we could try to get them all the way up here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can turn off this guy's range. Yeah, alright. I think... I don't want them... Oh wait, they can... Yeah, one of the weird things that about directing the Holy Guard is, like, you can't direct them here, but they can end their turn there. Like, it's odd. I assume it's because Ike himself can't move there or something, but I'm not really sure. Anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we put them... If we direct them, like, here or here... Let's say here. And then we'll put... Oh, I put Khalil in range of that. Okay, I don't want that. Let's actually smite her across. And then we'll put Ike here, and that should cause them to throw the stone at Morim instead of Riss. Or at the Holy Guard, or at Khalil. Something like that, anyway. Oh, he didn't go after Janaf. Interesting. Oh, this is hitting one in the Holy Guard. Okay, that's not a big deal. I think I didn't mention that the space to the right of where Tanith is right now is... Yep, there you go. That rock hits absolutely nobody. Yeah, the space to the right of Tanith, one of the rocks up top, it's the lower of that 3 group. That group of 3, that is, will go across to the space to the right of Tanith, which is why I placed her where I did, so she wouldn't get hit by that rock. Assuming that they would even use it, which I don't even know. Big damage from the Holy Guard. Alright, so yeah, the guy did not roll his rock, so Har did not get to attack, but that's fine. Now we get to see the graphical glitch due to the terrain elevation difference. Always exciting. Alright, well, the guy didn't go after Janaf, but that's fine. We can still out, of course. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Is that where we want to be? Probably doesn't matter, but trying to set things up so that I can make use of Raisin's healing. Alright, I think we're gonna be able to do that just fine. Yeah, the idea here is that if they if the rocks, there's 2 rocks that could get rolled down onto where Tormod is right now, and if they do, then he'll get some healing from Grayson. Which they haven't ordinarily done that, but oh, I just realized I put Janaf in the position where that 1 rock comes down, but that's fine. I think that's where it is. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, so now we are ready to lure the boss out. I'm going to take off this guy's range and put on this guy's range. And we're going to put Tanith here. Equip this thing. And reinforce again. That's going to lure out the boss. Will, can you finish this guy off? No, you cannot. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so all the rocks... All the rocks that go through this region have been taken care of, so we don't have to worry about that. What we do have to worry about is these wyverns. 26 attack. We probably want hard to take out this one just because it's the closest. We're definitely going to have Ranulf come up here, take this guy out. Ranulf's got pretty good durability and doesn't mind getting attacked by some wyverns. And... boy, we don't actually need much in the way of healing. I think... we'll probably just end up leaving Har right there. Oh no, wait, that's no. I almost made the classic blunder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, yeah, we're not putting Har there. We could put him here, although I don't really want him to fight this Silver Sword Merc, so... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. Let's put him here. And then we're gonna have Largo swing around to here. I think. Khalil. So what so if it wasn't already obvious, I'm planning to have Khalil use the Blizzard against the boss. I'm just trying to figure out if I need to drop her back here, or if I can put her over here and then have her swing around and hit him from this side. So he'll be like here. Here, here, here. Assuming the worst, he's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, actually, if we leave her right where she is, I can shove her into position to do that if I want. But she would be in range of this guy. 24 attack. It's not like she would die, and actually she would double. So he probably doesn't even attack her. What about this guy? Yeah, so we could just go here. Seems fine. Alright. So now we need to figure out where we want to put the Holy Guard. I think the answer to that is like somewhere like right there. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. Probably means that guy won't actually go for Khalil, but that's also fine. It also means I can advance Riss and Morim a little bit more than I would be able to otherwise. Maybe. Maybe it's not worth taking the risk. Probably isn't. Yeah, I don't... Let's see. If we were to put Morim, like, here... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He could get to where Ranulf is next turn, which could definitely be relevant. Um... Yeah, if this guy has to go around the Holy Guard, he should not be able to get to Morim. And even if he does get to Morim, he's not doubling him anyway. It's not a huge deal. I think I will do that. And then Riss. We don't desperately need to heal anyone, so I think I'm actually going to heal the Holy Guard. I'll heal the weak one now. All the rocks are out of the way, we don't care about that. Okie dokie. Here comes the boss. Ow. Ooh, nice. Let's go, Ranulf. Okay, here comes the rock. Ow. 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 Oh, maybe I should have healed that one. 'Cause that's the good one. Hey. Ooh. Alright, let's go Holy Guard. Putting in work. Okay. So now we gotta finish off the boss. We do still need to be cognizant of this guy for this turn. Which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we're gonna just have Tanith come up here and actually no, we'll move over so that Tormod can heal her. Right, that should oh you could actually kill. Okay, hold on. Alright, so we only need to do 17 damage. Yeah, we're gonna have to heal first. Ah, crap. That's annoying. $17 damage, that's not enough. Okay. Good thing we did heal. Well, I think we can still do... Bring Tanith over here. Meanwhile... Actually, let's wait and get other people moving before we take out the boss. So this guy is probably Har's kill. Yep. And surprisingly, things have gone well enough over here that we can actually advance up to this level already. That is a kill. Like, easily and even. I don't suppose... Oh. I don't actually know that either of these guys has ranged weapons anyway. Okay, that guy does, yeah. We could... Oh, no, we can't. I was going to say we could smite, but we can't smite up into the right. I don't think a double shove with Ranulf is going to make sense, so let's just... this. And now we'll go ahead and pull Khalil all the way around to here. Pick up the boss. Our Nihil means that having her attack first means... Or, sorry, having her attack second, she's not affected by the increased speed. Because Resolve is cancelled, so he doesn't get the Avoid boost. It's all very nice. Alright, I think, put stuff on... Actually, we could do that. Yeah, let's do that. Will I ever get a chance to use this thing? Bang. And, oh wait, gotta move Renal first. Or do we want to heal first, maybe? I mean, Ranulf really isn't at risk of dying here. Anything, I want to heal the Holy Guard. And we are going to set them to roam now, so I'm going to do that before I forget. I mean, one of them is going to get shot down by the ballista, I don't doubt, but... Alright, so do we want... This guy doesn't have a vulnerary. This guy does have a men's staff, though. I think what we'll do... 4 attack, 28 attack. And 8 is 22. Oh, this guy does, like, no damage. Okay, yeah, so we should be fine. Well, what about this guy? 5. Yeah, that could be a problem if it hits. It might actually make the most sense to have Ranulf not even attack. Because the thing that... the limiting factor here isn't the these enemies, it's the enemies up here. So I think I'm actually going to have him come up here and just use a vulnerary. I don't doubt Har can kill this guy next turn anyway. Holy Guard might also do it. Now we just got this over here, so... Racing here, and I think... Yeah. I do that. And then just put Tanith here so that she doesn't get attacked on enemy phase, because she can't really take the hits. Janaf. Just prepare to move in next turn. Boo. There you go. Nice! Let's go, Holy Guard! Yes! Nice! Holy Guard OP. That would have done a fair amount of damage to Largo. Alright, that one's probably dead. Yep, that's okay. And that one's probably dead too. Yep. It's alright, you guys did good work. Oh, here come the rocks. To hit Tormod. Or not. I didn't realize I didn't have him. Oh, man. I wonder if it's because Tanith got close. That might be the reason they're shoving them. Oh, that one hits Tormod. Okay. Nice. Dodge. So we got some reinforcements. And we get Super Racing. Not really a whole lot we can do with that this turn, unfortunately. So our goal now is to take this guy out. And I want to look at... Alright, that's not a kill. That is a kill. That's a kill. Okay. I want to put Tanith in this guy's range. I don't want to put Racing in his range. So I want Racing like up here. I also like to heal Tanith with Tormod, but I'm not sure. Oh, I could do that with Jannoth. Then I don't get to... I think... Actually, wait, we don't need to... Oh, no, wait, yeah, we do need Tanith over here if she's going to take this guy out. Which I don't think she can do with, Ooh, 1 damage short, dang. Dang. So, yeah, if Racing is at, like, max distance, then she's here. She can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then she doesn't get hit by these two guys if I need her not to. But that guy can't hit her. That guy can't hit her. Well, he'll be dead. That guy can't probably hit her. The Raven probably can. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world if she can't heal him. Alright, so... Oh, we can actually chant for Jannoth if we put Tanith there. Okay, yeah, let's do that. So... I'm pretty sure... Oh, he can! Ah, cool. That looked like more than 6 cores to me. I guess because of the stretch terrain or something. Very nice. Ooh, and he got the weapon level. Let's go. Big plays coming out from Tormod. Alright. I probably don't want Tanith fighting this guy, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. We may not have much of a choice about that. But she is at full health now, so it's not such a big deal. Let's just go here. We can get attacked by these axe guys and make them regret their decisions. Sounds good. Now this guy has a Legue's axe. Yeah. Oh right, I forgot. Janov has the arc guard, so that's not a huge problem. He's got 18 speed, so Tanith does double him, so maybe we do want Tanith fighting him. I'm not sure what we do with Janov exactly. Come back to that. Yeah, the situation's a little different because I got this guy to move. What I would do otherwise is have Janov come up and attack this guy from here. That is not necessary. Alright, so we can... If we want Stefan up here, we can smite with Morim and shove with Ike. Oh, just kidding, we can just smite. Okay. Bull cannot shove. So... Riss cannot shove. Or we can just send Morim himself. But Morim isn't doing a whole lot to that guy. He is, however, doing pretty well against that guy. Yeah, the advantage of sending Stefan is he doubles. I think we're just going to do that. Huh, smite Har. Guess that is a thing I could do. He's not going to kill unless he crits. So we might as well just use the regular old Silver Lance. Or Silver Sword, rather. Oh, what? Stefan! What are you doing? What are you doing? Nothing acceptable, that's for sure. Ugh. Ugh. That was not cool, man. Okay, well... Didn't take damage, so we could... Don't need to heal him. That's nice, at least. I think we want to be able to let Ranulf move forward. Maybe Ranulf is the one we want to heal. Can we heal? Not looking that way. Yeah, alright. Well... Yeah, that's annoying. I think Largo actually doubles that left cat. So I wouldn't mind having Largo, like... here, I guess? Where I want him? And then we can have Har trade and take this guy out. Alright, 13 damage from that guy. Basically nothing from that guy. So we can have Ranulf take out the guy with the Purge Tome. This guy doesn't attack Tanith, I guess that's fine. So let's just go ahead and do that. don't think we want Har enemy phasing any of these people since he can't double them. Just gonna move him over like that. So who can we heal? Har. It's not very useful. Just gonna heal Ike. I guess... I don't think there's any point in using a Blizzard here. Oh, wait. Hold on. 34 attack. Okay, let's heal Khalil. How about... Now, I mean, she'll survive, so... And it's not like anybody else... He's not gonna... The Tiger's not gonna attack in such a way that it's one-rounded anyway, unless the Holy Guard does some work on it, which it probably will. Oh, right, Janaf. Yeah, I don't know what to do with you. Just, like, go over here and wait to maybe do something next turn. Oh. Alright. Nice. That's probably Janof's kill. Hey! Go, Holy Guard. Let's go. I mean, granted, one of those cats to die, but I'm not sure they would have anyway. Well, that one did. Two damage. Okay, almost there. For him, that kill. And don't think we're gonna have too much trouble laying this up. Oh no, it was the other guy that was supposed to be Janof's kill. I don't think we're even gonna need racing. All told, things went pretty smoothly. Probably gonna try to give this kill to Har, actually, so that I can raise his axe rank. I don't know if I'm at a point where let's do that. Yeah, I don't know if I'm at a point where it's going to make a difference, or I'm going to end up wanting to give him an arm scroll anyway, but I only have so many of those. Not that I've used any of them. Still. What's your hit rate? 90? Well, Tormod did just get weapon rank. It would really suck if I, like, missed, you know? It would really be unfortunate. Let's not mess with that. Let's just finish the chapter. In 6 turns. Soren, what are you doing here? So, yeah, there you have it. 6 turns. Just a little bit too much ground to cover to do it in 5. It would be... I'm sure it would be doable in 5 turns in like a normal growths playthrough, if not faster. Because you could just tank enough damage. But yeah, I don't know, I don't really see how you could get enough people up to the top to take out all those enemies in fewer turns, but it is sort of, it feels bad, it feels slow. Oh well, what can you do? In any case, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time for Chapter 26, The Infamous Clash. Until then.